give you a little introduction, today I'm going to be showing you 3 different tests that I ran on my fridge to show you how quickly the fridge can cool down to the temperature that you set it at. I learned some things from doing these tests of what I can expect the fridge to do, and I'm sure that what I learned from this applies to most any make and model fridge, not just simply the BougeRV fridge that I have. If you have a different model of fridge, you should be able to expect similar results to this. With that, here's the video. This is a BougeRV refrigerator. It's the 53 quart, I believe is the size. I just started it about 2 minutes ago, and it first read 90 degrees, and it's currently 122, so it started about 120. I also have it set on max mode and set for 32 degrees. So here's an update. The temperature has reached 48 degrees and it is now 3:19. So it's been about 2 hours. Interesting because it is 46 degrees and it's 6:44. We are 5.5 hours into it, and the fridge just isn't getting colder than 46. And it is hot. It's like 100 degrees outside. I have a Celsius thermometer. It's 41.3 Celsius, so whatever that is in Fahrenheit. And my battery is at 12.8 volts, so not sure why it's not cooling down. Okay, it's 45 degrees now, 6:54, and we are headed off to our campsite. I'll let you know what it is once we get up there. Surely it'll be cooler because where we're going is going to be cooler weather and the sun is going down as well. Just arrived to our campsite late. It is 34 degrees and it's 9:36. It's been 8 hours and 15 minutes roughly to come down to 34 degrees from 90. In the camper, it's showing 26.4 degrees Celsius now. It has cooled down drastically from before. It has 2 more degrees to go, but we're in good shape now. I just looked and saw that the fridge reached 32 degrees. I'm not sure how long ago, but it is 10:14. It has been a hot day. I'm deciding to do another test to see how long it takes the fridge to cool down this time. And this time I'm starting it at 9:34 in the morning. The outside temperature is 77 degrees. For a very accurate temperature, it's 25.2 degrees Celsius inside the camper, which is a lot less than the first test I did. The fridge is showing 59 degrees Fahrenheit, and I will turn it on to max mode, and I will set it for 34 degrees. We'll just keep it there. It is 10:06 a.m. and it's now 81 degrees outside, and the fridge just a few seconds ago was showing 36 degrees and it went straight to 34 from 36. From 9:34 to 10:06, that is 32 minutes to cool down from 59 degrees. That's not bad. For the second test, you can easily tell that cooling the fridge down from a reasonable temperature is much faster than when it's in the 90s and the actual fridge itself is really hot. I've restored my faith in the BougeRV brand. Also for reference, the inside of the camper is now showing 32 degrees Celsius. Heat rises, so it's gonna be a lot hotter up here than it is for the fridge down there. This is a couple weeks later, and I just wanted to do a second test. I just barely turned the fridge on at 8:20 a.m. It is 68 right now, and it is set for 34 on max mode. It's 8:59 right now, and it shows 34, but I believe it finished about 8:58 or 8:57, which means that it took about 37 or 38 minutes to cool down from 68 degrees down to 34, which is 34 degrees. That's pretty good. What can we learn from these 3 tests? So in the first test, I had the fridge begin cooling down, clear up from 90 degrees Fahrenheit all the way down to 32 degrees. And outside temperature was already 100 degrees. It was blazing hot right in the middle of the afternoon. And it took almost 9 hours for the fridge to cool down completely from 90 all the way to 32 degrees. Now, another factor that was present in that situation is that I loaded the fridge up with food. Most likely, most of that food wasn't 32 degrees. It was warmer than that. In fact, I had a 1 liter water bottle with slightly cooled water. In a way, it's kind of like adding little heaters inside of the fridge while the fridge is combating to reduce the temperature of the fridge. In the second and third test, there was no food inside the fridge while doing the test, and I started them in the morning when it was much cooler. The second and third tests were more consistent with each other, simply starting in the morning when the temperature is around 70 degrees. To bring the temperature down into the low 30s was not difficult. It only took about 30 to 40 minutes. Kind of the bottom line is you can easily cool the fridge down in 30 to 40 minutes from a normal temperature to whatever temperature you set it to within 30 to 40 minutes. However, if you add food to the fridge now has to work much harder. And if it's blazing hot, like in the hundreds outside, you can't expect the fridge to cool down to temperature within an hour. It's just not going to work. Anyway, so these are some tests that I did. Every time that I would go camping, I would pull out my phone and record how long it took for the fridge to cool down. And this is what I was able to see. So with that, I hope this video was helpful. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.